The results are finally in. Definitely took some time. Look at this. 402 seconds for the gradient boosting classifier, 68 for XGBoost. So what you see here is a difference in big data. That's a significant difference. It's not quite tenfold, but it's close, right? So I did mention as well, like a potential advantage using Colab, what you can do if you go to runtime and then you go to change runtime type. See the hardware accelerator? Let's take one. So try a GPU. And this should save time. Like we can find out, right? We just did this comparison. I'll run the XGBoost one again. So I'm going to make a new note here. So basically change, this is a nice little test, change runtime to GPU. And now if I try, the reason why I'm doing the XGBoost model first is because it does not take as long anyways. So let's see if that in fact makes a difference. And you could times, oh, when I guess it says, when I change it to a GPU, it changes it. So I'm not going to run everything. I'm going to run everything I need. So I'm going to need my imports. So it's a little awkward here. But this is good. So why am I not running everything? Because the code took some time, right? And frankly, I could do it again, like from top to bottom, but then it overwrites the numbers, which I like having on here. So if I re-import everything, okay, that's that cell. And this is why I also mentioned the advantage of doing things like importing time within your code blocks, because then I don't have to run this. I want to run this model here, okay? And then I need to get in my exoplanet data, which is this one, labeled exoplanet data. And I don't want to rerun this other code. I want to actually rerun this, and it should work now at this point. Oh, did I not define xtrain? Oh yeah, got to run this too. See, that's where the errors too can be helpful. I said, hey, xtrain not defined. So I fixed that. Try it again. And this is something particular to Colab. So, you know, you're building models on your machine. It's going to take time. I can tell you that when I did it on a 2020 MacBook Pro, this was before the Macs, I forget what it's called, but they have something new, their new chip that makes everything faster. It basically it was a 10, it was like over a 20-fold difference actually. Like the gradient boosting classifier took something like, you know, I have it in the book, I can look it up, like 900, and the XGB classifier is comparable to this, okay? So how is it faster? What are they doing? Well, if you type in XGBoost original paper, what you can actually do is you can click on it and read about it. So this is a bit of a technical paper. You can see that on the right side, there's the PDF link. But it will give you a sense of it, you know, like, again, I don't recommend it for beginners. It's not like at a beginner level, but it does give you the details of what they use. And it's things like the split finding algorithm. They use a unique quantile method, I can tell you. Sparsity awareness, there's the quantile piece. There's cache, I know. So, you know, there are a lot of like technical details. See, there's the cache awareness to actually make it faster. Okay. I summarized these in the book for this class as well, the XGBoost book. Okay, it looks like the Colab cell has finished running. And, you know, it was a little faster. Frankly, not as fast as I was hoping for, you know, by changing the runtime to GPUs. GPUs will make a big difference in the long run, but that's something that I would, you know, you always want to use, I think, when you're working with big data in Colab. And for me, I mean, what's big data? Like I classify it as you're just sitting there waiting, because who wants to just sit there and wait? And then if you look at the original scores, note this one, it did drop a little. I mean, they're pretty comparable. Like everyone's hitting like 99%. And so what we're seeing here is the XGBoost speed advantage, but we're not yet seeing the XGBoost score advantage, which is kind of like its own thing. So sometimes like we can look at, something different to set up the score advantage. And maybe we should look at something that's really fast by comparison, so we don't have to worry about the timing.